Hi everybody, Angie here, coming on to do a little make/tutorial with you guys. I've been working on, and it is actually one of my favorite ephemera things to do in the junk journal world, so to speak, is make different styles and different types of ephemera holders. I mean, there's so much you can do with them. You can make them to where you lay them down on a full page. You can clip them in, you can tuck them in. It could be an add-on, it can be a individual piece all by itself, all depending on how you create it and how you decorate it. So it's one of my favorite things to do. So I've been working on those the last couple days, and I've been on this little bit of a book page trend, using book page, and it's one of my favorite substrates to use. So I thought I'd come on and show you guys what I'm making, and you might find some inspiration and take something away from it. Maybe it's a design or a layout that you haven't seen or you haven't tried, or it might spark your interest and make you want to try and make something. Okay, so I got a few, well, I've got many, but we're going to try and get through maybe 5, 6, or 7. I'll show you how I make them, the construction of them, and then afterwards I will show you what I did with the ones that we've made. Okay, so the few that I've chosen, like I said, there are several. There's so many different variations and different things that you can do with these beautiful ephemera holders. I'm gonna bring my cutting board up, but really the possibilities are endless. But my idea is keeping it simple and making it as effortless as possible. So all of my makes today are going to be using 2 pieces of book page, okay, and that's it for the construction. And then how you decorate it, you can easily decorate it with your scraps and your bits and your pieces, okay? So it's going to be really easy. All the makes are really easy, really fun, and like I said, you can dress them down and be very simple with them, or you can really elaborate the decorations and dress them up and turn them into a book of their own almost, so to speak, okay? But like I said, they're all going to be using 2 pieces of book page, and they don't necessarily have to be book page. Now they could be digitals, it could be dictionary page, it could be pages from another book. It doesn't have to be the regular with just writing. It could be any type of paper. Another thing that would be great for these projects is I do these something kind of similar where I use my 6x6 paper pads. Great for these types of things. Okay, so don't limit yourself to one type of thing. Just kind of keep your mind open, and let's get started. Okay, so here I have, and this is just some random book that I use for my scrapping when I do scrapbooking and different things in my journal making. 2 pieces of paper the same size. Okay, and the first one I think we will start with, we're gonna keep it easy. I think I want to go about 4 1/4. So I'm going to try and, for the most part, keep it in between the text here. So I think 4 1/4 would probably be good. Let's get rid of a little bit more, and we'll go to about 4 1/4. I think that's good. Yeah, if I remembered, I thought that was the distance between the text there. Okay, and then let's see. I have my prototype here. Let me see what I did. Okay, and really these can be tweaked to your liking, okay? Don't think they have to be made exactly the way I'm doing it. This is just to kind of get you started, okay? On this one, I think I want to go to about, let's see. Let's go to about 6 3/4. I think that's a good little size there. Okay, and then we're just going to do a fold on one of the pages. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to take the other one, and we're going to do a fold at 6 1/4 as well. Now, if the text is important to you, whether it's right side up or upside down, you definitely want to be careful with your folds on this one, okay? But to me, it really doesn't matter. And, you know, once we get our collaging and our decorating done on the pieces, once we got the construction together, really it's not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, so I've got two pieces, 4 1/4 by 6 3/4, and I folded them each down at the same spot, and that gave me about 2 1/4 inch. So I folded it up about 2 1/4. Okay, now this is really simple. All we're going to do, and I folded this one so the wording would be faced up. This is going to be a little pocket right here. Okay, this one is going to be the cover, so it's going to have like a flap. Okay, just like that. Now when you put it down, you can put it down with this piece toward the inside and then decorate it and it won't show, or you can glue it down to the back like this and then put it down on your journal page and it won't show. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? And it's something as simple as that. Okay, and then how you decorate it, it's completely up to you. Now, I enjoy working with book page. Okay, I think for the most part, unless it's a real vintage book, the pages are very sturdy, and I like the feel of them. I like the color of them, so I love working with book page. But if you think that for some reason the project is not sturdy enough, you may want to add an additional piece of paper. I don't know, but for me, especially if the piece is going to be going down on your journal page like this, I think it's fine. Now, if it's something that's going to be a separate piece to your journal that you're going to be clipping in, you definitely want to make sure it's going to be good and sturdy for you. But like I said, once I get another layering piece and build up on here and get more layering pieces done on my project, believe me, and when I show you my prototypes, they're good and sturdy. Okay, so that one's glued down there. So this one will be a pocket, and it's just as simple as that. Now, if you want to do a little notch in there, you can. If you want to leave it straight, you can. Totally up to you. And there you go. That's the first design, guys. Simple, just like that. Kind of got cockeyed on me a little bit, but you would put it down on your page like this. Okay, decorate your front, put you a tab to know that it needs to go up and open, just like that. And then you would decorate this part, decorate the front part of your portion of your pocket, and then stick in your ephemera bits in, do I have anything here? You know, stick your goodies in your pocket, just like that. And this is kind of off a little bit here. Okay, so that's the first layout. Simple. Okay, just like that. Okay, but if you decorate all the sides, if you decorate the front, the middle, put your goodies in there, and decorate the back, you can just clip it into your journals on the side of the page with a little bulldog clip, a paper clip, what have you. Not this one particularly, I just grabbed it because it's close at hand. But then you would just clip it in to your journal like that. Okay, so that's layout number 1. Okay, all right, so the next one is kind of similar, very easy. Let's trim up our edges, and I think for this one we'll go a little bit wider. I think I'll go to about 5 inches. And again, the size is completely optional as well. These are projects that are very versatile. You can adjust and change them up as much as you'd like. Okay, so I think I like that width there. And then we'll go to, let's see how, clip this down. Let's go to about 7 1/2. I think I'll make this one a little bit larger. Let's trim away some of that blank portion there first. Yeah. So we got two pieces that are 5 inches by 7.5 inches tall. Okay. Then all you're going to do is you're going to take one of them, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to fold it in half. Just like that. Okay. Now again, if you want to do some thumb notches, you can do some thumb notches. This is going to be like a tuck spot pocket. So this is 7 inches. So if I want to put a little notch in the middle, we need to come to about 3.5 and do a little notch just like that. Okay. Now in my prototype, I did not do the notch, but I'm just showing you different options. Now this one, all you're going to do is you're going to take it, slide it all the way into the fold where they meet, just like that. And you're going to glue the ends down. Okay, just like that. And you're going to come to the other side. You're going to do the same thing. And there's your ephemera pouch, just like that. You've got a big pocket here, flip it over, you've got a big pocket there. And then you just decorate it however you see fit. And like I said, once you've put on some more layers of paper, it will strengthen your piece even more. Now, if you really want to mat and get it even, you want to do your cutting and your layering before you glue anything down. Okay, that's the only thing. You know, you may want to check your papers, see what papers you want to use, where you want to put them, and lay them down and get them in before you actually do your gluing. That's the only thing. Okay, so isn't that cute? I love it. Very simple. So that's prototype number 2. Okay, now the third one I've got here. Let's see, what do I got? This one. Okay, now this one, and I'm trying to just look at it as I'm talking to you. I have them right here. So now this one is tall also. I think we're gonna about the same height, so we're gonna cut this one down to about 7.5 inches. Okay. Now on this one, I like the jagged edge on this one. Okay. And let's see, I gotta look at this one because I don't remember by looking at it how it was. Oh, okay. These two, and we go to about, oh, it's kind of a narrow one. Let's go 1, 2, about 3 3/4. Okay, so we're going to give them both a fold at 3 3/4 inches. And this one's pretty similar to the one we just made. Okay, so then we're going to separate them, and we're just going to flip them on themselves, just like that, and tuck them back in like this. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to glue them down. Okay, grab my glue. So we're going to glue this at the top. And this is going to be like a side tuck on this side. And you want to do your inking and all that stuff before you do your gluing down, of course. Okay, so that's a nice big tuck on that side. And we're going to turn it over. We're going to do the same thing. Some glue on the top and the bottom. And then we're going to close up the middle. So we will have a tuck spot on each side, as well as a nice deep pocket in the middle. And that's it, just like that. Tuck spot, flip it over, tuck spot, and a pocket. Again, if you want to do like a little thumb notch, you can do that. What I say this was almost 4 inches, so right about there. Just like that. And you've got yourself a very cute, very quick Very easy ephemera holder. And since I clipped that, let me run a little bit of glue there, flip it over, and another little tab right there. There we go. And we've got it. Tuck, tuck, and a nice deep pocket for a journaling card. You could make a nice long slender tablet and have it sticking out a little bit, something like that. But isn't that quick and easy? Very simple. So that's number 3. Okay. Okay, so now for the next one, get a little bit more complicated. We're going to take 2 pieces of book page and we're going to trim it up. We'll just go about there, I think. And that's 5 1/4 inches this way. Okay. And let's see, how did I do this one? Okay, now this one, once we get the edges and get the height, this is actually going to be the height, because what we're going to do is we're going to turn our project this direction. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the pages, and I don't like that, so I'm going to fold that toward the inside. We're going to fold one piece in half, just like that. Okay. And then on this one, we're going to fold this one into thirds. And I don't eyeball, just kind of wing it, kind of do like this, stand your page up and get it about where you want it. And fold. Try and get them somewhat the same. They don't have to be exactly. Okay. Fold that one over. And fold that one over. Okay. So this one, the first page, is going to get turned on its side and folded into thirds. This one, we're going to fold it lengthwise in the long way, and we're going to fold that one in half. Okay, now all we're going to do for this is we're going to slide this in here, like so. Line up your pages, and we're going to glue it down. Okay. Hold it in position where we want it. It's kind of moved on me just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to glue it down. We're going to glue the end here. We're going to full glue this end over here. Okay. And bring it up. Just like that. Okay. Then when we flip it over, now that I can see a little bit better, see the score lines that we made here? We're going to run a bead of glue right down there, and then on the edges. And what this is going to do, this is going to give us a 3-pocket ephemera pouch. Okay, pocket 1, pocket 2, and pocket 3. And then we're going to do the same on this side. I just couldn't see my score lines too well, so I'm going to do this side once I've given that glue a chance to catch. And then I'm going to reinforce my folds one more time, and then I'll come back in and I'm going to add another bead of glue on there. Okay, so I can see a little bit better for some reason on this side. So reinforce my fold, and you know, of course, once you start getting multiple layers of paper, it tends to want to buckle on you, so you've got to kind of work with it. Okay, because we're folding it 3 times here. So just kind of work with it nice and slow and work those pieces straight for yourself. And there you go. And if it kind of comes off kind of a little bit wonky there, not a problem. You know how paper is. We'll just clean that right up. And we'll just trim that little smidge off like that. And it's just the smallest of amount. Okay, so then when you open it, you've got yourself 3 pouches on this side, and then 3 pockets, or should you say 3 pockets on the opposite side, to hold quite a bit of goodness for ourselves. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down. And again, before you do the gluing, you definitely want to figure out your how you're going to decorate it. And if you want to do thumb pulls, you do that. But I don't want them all the same. I want some of them to look a little bit different. Okay? And then that's your little ephemera pouch. Just as simple as that. Again, put a little small paper clip, something like that. You could put one of those little wooden clips on there. Anything you want. Any type of closure. You can wrap a little twine around there. Ideas are endless. Okay? So that is the next one. What do you think? Okay. So now for this one, let's see. This is going to be the last one. And then I'm going to show you the prototypes, the ones that we just made, and how they look once they're decorated. Okay, so let's do this one. Oh, let's do 5 1/4. Well, that's not very much further off. We'll just leave that one straight. Okay. And that one's kind of high. We do definitely cut that down. So this one will go to about, let's do 6 1/2. Oops. You know what I just did? I messed up. That was supposed to be my pocket. All right, that's okay. I'll save this for another project. I'm going to grab 2 more pieces of paper, and we're going to start that one over. Got my book here, and I'm just going to tear out 2 more pieces. I was supposed to fold that, not cut it, because we need a pocket. So we'll go to 5 1/4. Okay, so on that one, we're going to go to 5 1/4 in width, and then height, we're going to go to about 6 1/2. Okay, but not cut it, I'm just going to fold it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1/2, and it doesn't have to be exact. Totally up to you. So we're going to go to about there. Okay. And then, let's see, how did I do this one? This one, I believe, actually, you know what? I think I just used 1 piece of paper. So, yeah, I think we could get 2 out of this. So once we get the width that we want and the height, we're going to fold it up a little bit, give ourselves a little bit of a pocket, and then we're going to fold it in half. Okay, and that is our ephemera holder, just like that. You open it up, and what I did on mine was I took these flaps and I folded those down just for a little bit of a different look, and you still have a tuck spot there rather than a complete pocket all the way across. Okay, then bring this one down. Just like that. Okay, so you've got yourself a pocket there, you've got a pocket there, and then when you open it, you can do whatever you want to here. You can sew yourself in a few pieces of paper. What I chose to do with mine is I left it open for journaling space. Okay, and then whatever type of closure you wanted to do. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to go ahead and do this one the same way, and I can always make them up and have them ready for whenever I need them. Okay, so fold that down and fold that one down, and there we go. We've got ourselves another cute little ephemera holder. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here's this design. Okay, We've got the tri-fold design with pockets, 3 pockets on the front and 3 pockets on the inside. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then we've got this one where we've got the big tuck spot on one side. Flip it over, we've got another tuck spot on the other side, as well as a nice big deep pocket for a big long journaling card. You can put some bookmarks, whatever you want in there. Put a notebook, whatever you want to do with that one. Then we've got this one, which is just really simple. You can put some coffee dyed paper there for journaling, tuck in some ephemera bits on this side as well as there. This can be for journaling, and then tuck in some goodies right there. Okay, so there's that one. And then I really like this one, where you put it down on a page like so. You flip it up, nice big pocket there, and then decorate it however you see fit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different designs with book page using just 2 pieces of paper. Really, really easy, guys. Just grab your paper, just start folding, and come up with some fun things. I mean, it's really, really, really that easy. These are my scraps that I just cut away. So I'm going to move that out of the way, and then I'm going to bring in my prototypes and show you what I did with those. Now I kept the embellishing down to a minimum, and when I make projects like these ahead of time, I usually like to keep them very basic until I decide what journal I'm going to be putting them in them for 1, and where they're going to be going in your journal for number 2, because you want it to kind of have a blend and go in, have like some cohesiveness, I guess you should say, with the other side of your page. Okay, so you may have to add and build on top of that once you decide where it's going and how you're going to use it in your journaling. Okay, so for this one, let me find it. It's right here. Okay, so here it is, just like that, guys. Okay, I just did some very minimal collaging here. I just put some papers down, put a little tab, overlapped it to this side, and then I layered some papers over there. Now the way I put this down, this is actually a little tuck spot right here. It's very small, but if you wanted to tuck a little ticket or something in there, you could. Okay, then when you flip it over, you've got some pretty designed page on this side. Again, just use scraps. With most of these, I just tried to use some scraps. I did have a couple pieces of digital that I used, but a lot of this is scraps. So just fussy cut a little flower there. Again, since I put this little bit on this side, I brought in another little bit on this side to kind of hold it down. So again, if you wanted a little tuck spot, you got it. And then you've got a pocket. Oh, let me grab something here. Well, I don't really have anything. Grab this card. So we've got a pocket there, and we've got a pocket there. Okay, and as you can see, it holds a gift card size. Okay, but like I said, the sizes are customizable, guys. Don't, you know, this is the sizes that I chose to make, okay? Then when you open it, I just brought in a piece of paper for journaling, and I inked around the underside of the book page. And that'll be a nice big spot for journaling. And when I actually put this in a journal, then I'll decide if I need to build up and make anything extra on here. I may bring in some stamping, you know, if it's going to go into a botanical journal, I might do some botanical stamping, some leaves, something like that. Just depends on where it's going to go. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, put that to the side. This one, the tri-fold one, is here. Okay, and on this one, actually on all of them, like I said, I really like the book page look. So I tried to have some of the book page exposed on all of these, okay? So on this one, I did not decorate the pocket. I just folded it over, and it's very sturdy. Fold down, but I did bring a piece of layered paper to the back of the pocket. Then when you open it up, same as here. Then when you open it up, I didn't decorate the back portion here, but I decorated the pockets on the inside. So we've got our 3 pockets, 1, 2, and 3, okay? Then when you flip it over, it's kind of opposite. I did my layering, and then I just brought in a piece of digital on the middle portion and left the outer portions exposed, okay? So isn't that cute? And again, closure however you see fit. This particular project, I think I would just take a little bulldog clip and clip it into the side of my page, like right there, and have it in as additional piece right there. And they're all very flat. You know, of course, they'll get a little bit bulkier once you put your ephemera bits in there, but still, I think it'll be pretty flat. You could just tuck it into a nice big pocket as well. Okay, so there's that one. The next one, I did that one, is this one, okay? Now this is this one, the deep one with the deep pocket, okay? And here's this. I brought in a piece of digital paper here, tucked it underneath the pocket. I just layered a pretty little transparent flower, put a ticket right there, folded it over in half, did the same thing on this side, brought in a piece of digital, a couple strips of washi tape, and another flower. And all I need to do is figure out what I want to do. And I'm not sure, I haven't decided if I want to put a nice big journaling card in there, or if I want to put in a little tablet, maybe 3 or 4 pieces, and put a little small tablet in there. So I haven't decided on that. So there's that one. Okay, and then this one. Now this one on my prototype, I did not do the little notch, okay? Isn't that cute? Look at that. Okay, a nice big deep pocket here. And I just layered some digital paper on there. I put a little tab just for a little extra accent, okay? Then when you flip it over, you've got the same thing. But I left on this side, I chose to leave the book page exposed, you know, but that's totally up to you. But I did bring a layering of digital paper on this side. And then again, on this side now, on this one, we have the big pocket, okay? But I wanted to mix this side up and change it up. So I put a bead of glue right down the middle there. So on this side, I have 2 smaller pockets, okay, to hold 2 smaller journaling cards. So isn't that cute? I thought that was adorable. Okay, so that's that one. And then the last one is this one, and I really like this one. Okay, and here's what I did with this one. I layered a nice big pretty piece of paper on there, put a little flip tab here. Okay, then when you lift it up, I left that exposed. Okay, now where we glued the 2 pieces of paper together, there was a little seam there, so I brought in a strip of digital there, and then the same piece I used to cover the pocket. Now, when I put this one down, I left it open right here, because my thought is I haven't decided, but if I glue it down, then it, you know, that limits my options. So I left that open in the middle, because what I may do is I may make a tablet, you know, some papers, maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 pieces of paper, and tuck it in. And let me grab that extra piece of paper that I had. Where is it? Here it is. What I may do is, for instance, I'm just going to use this. Okay. And this would be 4 pieces of paper. Okay. Say this is 4 pieces of paper. I would, of course, cut this down. Let me just do that because I want you to be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay. And then make a little bit of a lip of some sort. This would be, you know, coffee dyed paper or something, of course. But I may do something like that. Now, this is narrower than what I would normally do it. And I would glue that down, staple it, or however I see fit. You can stagger them. Say something like this. That would look really nice too. Stagger your pages. And just put a few pieces of paper in here for journaling. You know, something like that. And decorate here, put a little piece of trim, something like that. Something relatively flat because it does have a closed flap top. But put something there. And so you've got yourself a little bit of journaling paper. Then when you lift that up, you've got a cute little pocket right there for your ephemera bits. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That's a really good idea. And I like the idea of staggering the papers just like that. That just popped into my head. And there's the top. And then, of course, do whatever decorating you want to on the top. Okay. So, yeah, I was having fun with these this last couple days. And thought I'd share those ideas with you. And I do have others. There's so many different variations and different ways that you can do this. And like I said, using 6x6 paper is a great thing to make these little ephemera pockets and pouches and folios with 6x6 papers. We all have those stacks and pads laying around that they get pushed aside, and at least me, a lot of us, we tend to not use them because we're using our digitals or other papers that we like to book page, piano roll paper, brown paper, whatever, our mixed media papers, things like that, or watercolor papers, things like that. So sometimes those pieces get pushed to the side. So don't let those go, guys. Pull them out, make yourself some cute little ephemera pocket pouches, and tuck those away in your journals. And like I said, every single one of these that I made with you guys today can be standalone pieces. I love making those kind of things where they can be standalone. They can be given as gifts, thinking of you, thank you, whatever, a gift of appreciation. We're going into November here soon, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be making gratitude journals, things like that. These would be awesome pieces for that. Okay, so yeah, that is my project for today, guys. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess we only made 5, just like that. Okay, and they're all just using 2 pieces of paper, a few folds, and you've got yourself cute little ephemera pouches. Here's another one. I did not show you guys this one. Again, 2 pieces of paper. I made myself a deep pocket. I thought there was 6. I'm sorry, I didn't show you guys this one. I'm gonna have to, let me just walk you through this. Okay, this one is 5.5 inches by 3 1/4. Okay, it's got a deep pocket. Okay, it's got a pocket here, it's got a pocket here, and then this flips up for a journaling spot there. Isn't that cute? Again, just very minimal decorations. Here I left it blank only because this has to flip up for writing, so I didn't want to put too much on that section, so I just brought in a couple little pieces. Then when you flip it over, you've got a nice deep pocket here. Oops, I didn't glue that closed. I need to glue that up. And then you've got yourself another little pocket here. And this, the only reason I added this piece was it was just a piece of scrap left over from this digital, and I didn't want it to go to waste. And the way it was cut, instantly my mind said pocket. Okay, so isn't that cute? And then you got yourself a nice deep pocket to put a nice big journaling card in the middle there as well. And again, this one, since both sides are decorated, I would use this as a clip-in. Okay, all right, guys. Well, there's 6 ways to use 2 pieces of book page and make yourself some really cute ephemera holders. So I hope you liked the make today. Hope it brought you some inspiration. I hope you'll give that a try if it's something that you haven't tried before. Okay, I would love it if you would hit that subscription button, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and until next time, guys, as always, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.